Hi, everybody. I'm back. And yesterday I did a video um, on the Rotary Club and their involvement with me because of the work I was doing since '99. Initially, I did the work as on my own with Samaritans. I did a couple of trainings, and so anyways, I want to talk currently about the current situation. Uh, it has come to my notice that my mother has been a Rotarian, let's say Rotarian or associated with the Rotary Club since what I see at home. Award has been given to them 1997, and that is about the same time that I was asked to leave Santosh. Taru, 1, 2, 3, Ritwik, Dr. Ritwik Baidia, and his father was a Rotarian, as I have said earlier in my video. Um, and So I find this rather shocking. Also, probably this Rotary Club association was much before, um, because my mother and her brother, Alfie Franks, who was the OM director, Operation Mobilization, a Christian publishing house, uh, earlier, when he insulted the British royal family and on my wedding. So then he came and said, "I'm sorry, I did it," and all. But that's too late, before 500 guests and everybody and dignitaries and people from embassies and so on and so forth. The insult was meted out against my wish, and that is not what I asked for. This was a Rotarian endeavor because that is their way of gaining control in India. I don't know about that bit, but I just want to talk about the personal things done to me recently. Um, let me let me go come to the recent situation when I got the hemoplasia. Obviously, when one falls sick or when one is in a critical state, one will call one's family members. Who else will you call? Um, I was taken to the hospital. I had taken Splash to the doctor because he had fallen off the table, and I think he had injured his coccygeal thing and got displaced. So I guess with some therapy he would also be okay. So I didn't know I was next. So I took him to the doctor. When I came back, on the way back in the auto rickshaw, that I had the stroke. Had I not done the care for my dogs, I would not be alive. I would have been left. Maybe I would have been upstairs. It would have been very difficult to get down those stairs and get help, and then how to open the door because the lock was very heavy, and the locks have to be turned, and so your ability to turn locks is not there. And so because of my dogs I am saved today. um, I love and adore them, and I'm the kind of person I rather starve than uh, you know than they. And they were well fed, well provided. I have records, bank records of money that was given for the dogs. I have video. I can recall videos of where I've got the dog food from. I got rice. I have the receipts. I started taking the receipts because, hey, tomorrow he will say I didn't pay him, and for the rice, so I have taken those receipts. So we have been very, very careful and methodical in the way we have done things. They said the house was filthy and dirty. That is not true. I have a video of whatever it is, those guys were cleaning the house. But, but I have to say one thing, that Mahalakshmi stores came up is a prodigy of the Freemason Society and the Rotary Club. They have set up that Kirana shop. Then they have a real estate agent next to them, which is Balaji, real estate. In Mahalakshmi stores, you can walk in there and ask them if you need a house for rent in KC Park. Well, she has all the keys of the homes. I think 8 homes he has, Syriac Burgies. She has all those keys. So in this current situation, along with this group that was arranged against me, was the auto rickshaw driver Chand. Um, they all coordinated, it's a coordinated activity. I gave him the keys, and very sweet. He came all the way, gave me fruit and stuff like that. But I was not in a, in the government hospital, you need family. So I was in a very horrible state. I was in the same jeans. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't. Someone had to take me. There wasn't anybody. I think a couple of the patients' families took me till my mother came, and all those faculties are working. But I gave the keys to Chand. I said, then I called Vandana in Calcutta. I gave her Jaya's number. She called Jaya. I don't remember giving her Jaya's number. Rather, I think I talked to Chand, and Chand got the number. I have very little memory of what happened then, but uh, the keys were eventually given to Jaya, and she uh, coordinated with my mother. When my mother came, my mother pretended as though that she didn't have the keys. She went, took the keys from Jaya, went into the house. I don't know why the house was of any concern to her, but she went to the house and got all my dogs taken out. Now that is a very nice uh, thought, that you are rescuing a dog and putting them in the shelter, but it should have done in a way that I would have continual contact with them. You know, it should not have to be that they have to say in the Times of India that the dog, we are feeding the dogs through the window, all kinds of lies. Why? Why do those lies need to be told? Right? I was having hemiplegia for the first 10 days before my mother could come, get a ticket. The dogs were fed, the house was cleaned. Whether that was done properly, it was not in my hands. The money whacking could have been done by Jaya. Maybe it was a collaborated effort with my family to starve my dogs. I don't think Queenie was stuck in my room. I don't think she got any food, and she must have been in a bad shape. They didn't go. I asked Vandana, did the dogs go inside Queenie's room, in my room, and give her food? I saw them pouring the food only for the labs, and I saw the disappointment on my dog's face. So this is rather very painful for me to see that they didn't give my indies any food. It is very, very, very sad for me that I slogged to give my dogs food, and yet these people starve them. It really hurts me deep down inside that my butchers were. But denied their food. They didn't say anything. They shook their head. I remember seeing that on the video, and I was thinking, when I realized that my babies, they didn't get any food, and this is a Rotary Club excuse to fix me and to take my dogs away. They did the same thing in Chennai, and I won my butchers back. And then my mother took those keys and they're returning the keys to me, which is legally correct. Okay, my stuff is still there. I am in a physically, medically, eh, unable to do the things over there. If they still want me to vacate the house in this hemoplegic state, I would need help. I would need 3 or 4 people to come, but I also need a home. you know I deserve my divorce and my maintenance. I deserve that. That is something given to me. I worked so hard in Chennai. At least my money, which Tarun took from me, he should return that to me. All the debts should be paid. At least that he should do. He is a wretched, horrible criminal. Okay, and along with him is a whole bunch. I know that apart from the Rotary Club, he is he is their dream boy. Because he is just so criminally uh, attuned, and he can't do anything straight because of the PTSD, because of manic behaviors that he has. So he can't do anything straight, and he's just ideal for them. And I don't know how he is behaving with his children and his family or whatever. I have no idea, but that is not my concern. Right now, I want contact with my dogs. I want a video call. It is cruelty to animals that they should be denied their mother. All right, they should be denied. They should not be allowed to be talked to my dogs. Bruno, Gypsy, Sasha, Sweetie never slept on the ground. I don't know what situation they are staying in over there. They have never been without food, water, goodies, and something to eat, and this and that, and all that we have provided for them. Snacks and biscuits and this and that and a something. They ask them what a something is. Ask them. you know Mama gave us something. They know what it is. There's such a huge vocabulary, and I'm not allowed my dogs. I'm not allowed to talk to them. That is really horrible. This rescue, though I'm really grateful they're keeping my dogs, at the same time they are an international organization in United States, and they have a franchise here in Pune. I'm sure they do a great job. There is no doubt about that, and I will not, uh, you know, grudge them that. But why are they being cruel to my animals? Why are they being cruel to my dogs and not allowing them to be with their mother? What about that cruelty? And I want this to stop. Okay, and it is really very shocking to find that your own mother has gone against you. I mean, this is not suddenly. When Santosh left, everybody in Rotary Club, Vishal Sharma, all the Rotaries around me kept telling, why does your mother hate you so much? You know, uh, why does she dislike you? God knows. I am, that's not my headache. As I said before, if somebody if somebody hates me or loves me or whatever, I'm not fazed by that. But at this point, I want my dogs to be in contact with me. I need my home. My mother's telling me that when I go back to Pune, I will not be allowed to stay in my house. So I am to sleep outside on the gate from in the night, and in the morning they will open the lock and I will continue packing. Have you heard of such nonsense? Not that we want to stay in the damn house. All right. If we had moved earlier to the plot that was Santosh's, then will this issue be there? At the most, Santosh can say, I want my house back and do a settlement or whatever. I think that he was in the process of doing all that. But they want to make me homeless. They want to say that I'm crazy, I'm this, I'm that. I don't know what is wrong with these people. I can't understand. I do not have that mindset that I cannot understand why people should be this way. Okay. My mother probably has been a Rotarian from I don't know how long. Okay. I have no idea. I don't understand. She's made my father's life a little miserable, I would say, most of the time. And he was such a great man. He just responded back in love, and he just determined to make this relationship work with her. He determined to do so many things. She told me later on, I really regret what I have been with him and things like that. But it's too late. It's too late. That's kind of sad. But anyway, it I just want to ensure, I just want everybody to know that I am aware of how my family has been utilized by the Rotary Club. Okay, I don't know how much Vandana has been used, but she has a little compassion towards me and my dogs. Everybody wants a role in this world, to be somebody, to be something, and I really don't care. I mean, if I can do my work or whatever, I I, I feel very secure in my work with God, and I don't feel I need someone to put a pat on my shoulder to give me a award or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. What really matters to me is the work I do and that it has results. I don't care if people notice it or not. I just want to see the result. It has a result, damn good, and that's enough reward for me. And I know I have done result orientated work, and that's sufficient for me. And if people want to believe it's not result orientated, it is fine. I'm okay with that also. I've done my part to the best of my ability, and technically correct work, and I'm very happy with my life. I look back, I have no regrets. I have nothing to be sad about. Whatsoever I do it with all my heart, with all my strength, whether it's looking after dogs, or whether it's looking after trees, or whether it's cleaning my home, or whether it's cooking, or whatever it is, I do it to the best of my ability, and it usually the result is very good enough. And so once again, I don't want to keep this video long, because it's rather too much for people to watch. Yesterday's video was so long, and nobody could hear what I was saying, and I literally had to put the phone to my ear and just listen to the thing, and it was very difficult because my phone kept, stopping in between and going off onto different applications. So I want to bring this fact up that yes, yesterday when I messaged my mother, I said to her, I really hate your association with the Rotary Club. It is really very sad, and I want my dogs back. And please ensure that they come back and ensure that I have a home. So I talked very you know, as an adult, not screaming, yelling, or anything. Those things are over. We are 54 years now. We can't behave in this, in this manner. So I've told her I want my dogs back. The police report, Sassoon Hospital police report, has been taken by Finney Thomas. There's no denial about that. It's been taken by him, and he needs to return it. He's a trustee of the Emmanuel Ministries, and I find him extremely corrupt. Allegedly, he called up Tarun and told Tarun to beat me up. Very sadly, his own daughter got beaten up. I mean, that should not have happened. I mean, it should domestic violence should happen to nobody. And um, the same thing. COVID-19 was fought for Rotarians, but so many Rotarians lost their own families. And still, I think he also, Finney Thomas, lost his wife to COVID, which is very sad. And no one should lose their homes and families. And just think about the stupidity of being belonging to this organization, especially in India. We have 1.4 billion people. You don't need a Rotary Club to be successful. You just need to work hard. You just need to slog it out just a little bit, and you will be successful in whatsoever you do. Okay? You don't need a Rotary Club. You don't need a Freemason society. You don't need nothing. You just need hard work. You need sincere, honest people around you. And then what you are doing and what you are offering as a business person to society is of value, it will take off. You don't need that kind of. Today we're in a digital platform. You don't need a Freemason society, a Rotary Club. You can do it. Okay, and this is my advice to other people. Get out of it. Um, take the plunge and believe in yourself as a person. You don't need those associations and things like that. Really, really, really believe it. Look into your heart, look into your soul, look into your mind. Think about what are the ways I can make it, and I can do things. I don't really need an association. I have scores of people. There are 7 billion people on this planet, right? Out of the 7 billion, some amount of people will adhere to you, and you will work in peace of mind and do what you're doing successfully. Once again, I will say that I'm very disappointed that my family has been associated with the Rotary Club. I'm very disappointed that they did those uh, did those things to me, and I just hope to God that life changes. I gotta end this video right now. Thank you.